Hi, I'm Alice Laroy.
Hi, I'm Claire Dufour.
We run quite possibly Scotland's only wearable art competition.
We realised that there wasn't anything available for artists in Scotland.
The Dundee Wearable Art started last year. It was just a small initiative from me and Alice. We just loved the concept of having craft on the stage and this liberty of just having using the body and just make everything you want.
Wearable art can be fun, it can be serious, can address certain issues or explore concepts, cultural traditions. Wearable art doesn't have to behave in the way that clothing needs to behave. Wearable art is more art for art's sake.
It's like the snowflakes that do as a kid really, but it's kind of a bit more intricate, I guess.
Wow. Dundee Wearable Art Competition is not just a competition. There's going to be a show at the end, and the show is a combination between performance, music, art, a bit of fashion, but not too much of it.
That heat is good.
What are you guys going to do together for Dundee Wearable Art?
Be awesome.
Totally. Fabuloso.
I'm going to be wearing her awesome. And I'm very excited. It's amazing.
Is it going to change from now till the show? Better not. Well, it will. It'll get added to.
This as well. It's my piece here. It's a paper, like sculptural kind of wearable art piece. So it's made entirely of like a book that I'd found that wasn't being used anymore. So I thought it'd be a good idea to recycle it. Just like it started ripping earlier on today because this is like the third time it's been used for all the rehearsals. So, but it's fine now.
So I went onto the website and looked at all the information and sort of what you need to enter, and it was sort of like, no sharp edges, please. So I was like, oh, okay. And I thought I might as well get in contact with the girls and see if they'd be open to the possibility of me entering, if I made it safer in some way, or because it's not that dangerous. I'm going to display it on a mannequin. It was like a mini exhibition in a way. Some photography is part of it just to show what it's like on an actual body, because it is different when it's on a mannequin than when it's on a physical human body. But I'm still so happy to be able to be a part and take part in, so yeah.
So you're not going to be on stage?
Unfortunately not.
So there's nothing I can do for you. Nothing.
I'm helping.
It sounds super cool. What is it?
Last year and I really loved it. It was good fun and I would think this year is even better. I'm a paper artist and I'm a book artist as well, so I combine these two things. Everything is made from paper. The
decoration is all made from old book pages, and the top itself is tea bag paper that seconds from the factory. So for me it's always really important that I use material that otherwise gets thrown away. The challenge was that I had actually planned on working with 2 other people, and unfortunately they dropped out a week before the deadline. So my real challenge was the time restraint and getting something together that wouldn't have been my first choice, but I just wanted to take part, and that was more important than what I really produced in the end.
art tutor got me interested in the first place, and then from there I started looking at shapes and figures, and then my design is based around electrical pylons. And I thought of this idea when I was coming back from a train from Edinburgh, and I was looking in the scenery around me and I saw an electrical pylon and I went, that's ugly, let's make it beautiful. Each triangle is has to be a certain size, so the first time I made it, it was too big for me, so I had to actually start again and do all the bits together. It's like an electrical circuit, 'cause it's so much it's metalwork and cardboard. My design is hard to wear because it doesn't move very much, but it looks really good.
It's the very simplest bacterial cell really not much to look at. But what's truly impressive about this is the fact that Sydney was no more than another bacteria. This is the only one form on Earth.
Hello, I'm Yuka. Thank you for having me in this show and exhibition. I created the costume, which I named it as Miss America last year. So this year I wanted to create something related to the piece. I used a lot of recycled materials such as old clothes and fabrics for most of the parts. I couldn't make it to the show, but I saw the pictures and it was so great. So I definitely recommend for people who wanted to try for it.
That I had in my show, which I sort of took inspiration from to put into this, was actually incorporating a drum, and it was like visualization of sound in the drum. So I was sort of thinking about how I could work with the sort of music element and performative element for the Dundee Wearable Art Show. And I thought that it would be like a good idea to go straight from a master's into a Dundee Wearable Arts show, because no rest for the wicked.
Well, it's all completely hand-sewn. I have the injuries to prove it. And it's to do with motherhood, but it's also about a transition that my artwork's going through at the moment. So I've made little sculptures that are sort of that big. So this is sort of a bigger version of that, and then I want to make this into an actual sculpture that can for galleries and stuff. Managed my time quite well, but it's just because it's all completely hand sewn, so it's just taking a really long time. And I did actually start thinking about this back in January. If it's part of a performance and people are paying to come, then I kind of feel like it needs to be good quality stuff that people are seeing. So give it your all.
What makes Dundee Wearable Art so different to just catwalk shows?
You get time to know the designer, and I think that really, really makes a difference in your performance, because when you're just put in something, you don't know the person's journey to make that art or that piece, then it's really hard, it's much harder to convey. But I think being able to just know the designer and see it grow, you get quite excited, or at least I have. I get to be really punk I quite like this. While it may look all pink and dainty, I get to be quite grotesque and I get to move in a not so dainty way, and it's quite different, and I get to have a mohawk. Win.
It's quite exciting because some of these like fabric structures were like sculptures, so it's quite exciting to see them on people and have a performative element to my work. It's quite nice to see it on a totally different platform and just kind of see where you can take it. So it's clothes they were kind of discarding and throwing away, and they've all been built up and kind of fabricated with waste materials. So all this dress is made out of the etching material scrimp, so that's where all the nice colours come from, and then I've got like scrap metal from the jewellery department. Wow. So it's all very much, they each get pieced together differently, but yeah, they all get inspired just based on the people that I've gained the clothes from and from what I can find when I'm making them. It's been a good opportunity to meet lots of people and get your work out there in a different way. So yeah, it's been really nice. Everyone's been really friendly and very helpful and stuff. So cool. I think it'll be a really fun event.
Decided that I wanted to put a boat on a hat. So that was my initial idea, and then I decided that I would bring in aspects of Dundee to the costume. There used to be a factory, Levi's factory in Dundee, so most of the costumes made from denim, and also there's some arm knitting, which is like a piece that's looks a bit like a fishing net. There's also a cloak that's supposed to represent the silvery so there's lots and lots of different elements. There's the jute as well, and a big bow on the hat. So it's quite interesting. It's been a great experience. It's really great to see sort of what goes on behind the scenes, meeting new people, and it's just a fantastic experience.
What I enjoy most about organizing wearable arts is the enthusiasm that people have and bring to the table, because the competition is so open that everyone can come. It doesn't matter which discipline you're working on or which kind of artist or identity you have. You come to the wearable arts, it's open, and you bring your own identity, so it's so diverse and so creative, and I think I'll like to bring some collaboration into it as well.